He just uses his AoE, gets the stuns, is able to soak up a lot of the damage, exhaust a lot of the skills as well with the untargetable.
This is the perfect moment for them to go to the Aguro pick, right? I think they're just completely be able to turn it around. But you can't give up the Yuan again.
Okay, well, there are ways to kind of counter it, right? But at this point, they need to be a little bit cleaner in the execution. They need to have a different strategy, right? One of the ways you can destroy the growth for Yuan is invasion, stifle the growth. Get the camps away from Yuan. She's a very fast jungler. Find someone that has the same pacing as her, or someone that's able to survive longer in team fights as well, because it's a two-part fight.
It's a two-part fight. We get the Musashi, we get the Lian Po again. Obviously, this is a bit of a repeat from game 1, right, for Freddy on his Musashi. It was better than the previous jungle of last game, right? Hey, I feel like the Musashi did a lot better for Freddy. He was able to pick up a double kill in the early game. And then we do see that Toshi gets the early for himself. But JR is like, hey, I'm going to try out. I'm going to rent the Lady Sun.
Yep, and once again, I think it's a decent draft from both sides. But the execution on Dominator hasn't been the best so far. So, I'm just hoping they can figure out a formula of which L is able to keep up pace, because he's always behind in levels against the Diadea, and Diadea is pretty broken in my opinion.
Pretty broken she is, yeah, absolutely. And they are making full abuse of this pick, right? They ban out the Zhongfei, they ban out the Lu Bang as well, which has been a big pick for DMT throughout the tournament, and it kind of really complements the Lian Po as well, right? Putting him into the clash lane means that Xipangs doesn't have to put much pressure or much awareness to himself. He just has to think, hey, did my team need me? Press go.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out another initiator. I mean, you have Freddy on the Musashi. I think that's great. That's a good start to all of this. They need to kind of back up. I mean, they tried this in game 1. Didn't really have too much success. They need somebody else who could go in with Freddy as well. So they're going to be a little bit on the beefier side. You need to find ways to get onto this backline, because BSE, they're kind of on the squishier side.
They're on the squishy side, but they do have the Huan, right? And they don't, like Kim was saying, they don't stunt the growth of the Huan. If they did that, then they wouldn't be as much as an issue. So maybe the level 1 invades are going to be a thing for DMT this time around. The fact they got the Lian Po, they got the Musashi again. They didn't do it in game 2, but they did it in game 1. Locking in the Princess Frost is BSE again.
Okay, just a very crazy suggestion. Why not the Guan Yu? Why not the Elaine as well? I think Elaine definitely makes sense to try and catch up the backlines on the side of BSC, right? But Dominator, they will put the Angela back in the hands of Jiro. And I like this pick, Ogren. Okay, so they have a little bit of sustain. They're able to last the 2 parts of the fight. Now, the question is, how about the target prios, right? Who's going to be able to find the backlines on the side of BSC? And right now, BSC with this Mulan pick, I'm shuddering, because she's going to be able to lock down so many people on the side of DMT. Flash, and with the knockback, she's going to be able to secure the position and pair it up with a Musang King Yuan, Mournful Temple, Circular Death.
The thing is, though, the last time the Mulan came out in a global competition was AG Global against KPL Dream Team. And it actually caused a lot of an upset for the side of the KPL Dream Team. It was kind of like, Xingling was like, hey, hold my beer, I'm going to go in with the Mulan. And BSE are like, hey, let's throw something into the spanner works. Let's go with the Mulan. And it's going to be a big pick here for the side of Xiangs. But I know everybody's excited for the Ogren pick, but I'm not sharing that level of excitement, because Xipangs knows that their team doesn't have much of a front line. They only have the Lian Po, and he needs to get in onto that team fight.
I mean, but you're looking at the team fight when the initiation will happen. Xipangs will be up front, will be that initial guy taking up a lot. You want to be that focal point, and then Freddy and L can kind of combo on top of you. They have the potential for really good team fights.
Yeah, we see a rotate here from Jill as well, right? Trying to put a bit of pressure on into the early part of this game in the farm lane.
Okay, so one-on-one, I think the game is going to start trickling down here based on what's happening in the farm lane as well. So the 3-man pressure coming in from the side of Dominator, they need to make this work. How is it possible that JR is winning this?
Yeah, I don't really know, but they're just doing pretty well on that one. L is now officially zoned them away, but they were definitely in the lead. They were fighting that 2 versus 3, but coming out on top.
I mean, we saw there, BSE gave them a little bit of an opportunity to actually try and take the 3v2 into the bot lane, but it's because the Xiong was able to actually just focus and give his aid to Musang King to get that farm a lot quicker into the jungle. And right now, you're seeing that they are pretty much neck and neck in terms of the experience right now. And this is what you don't want to happen again. Musang King not being challenged in his own jungle.
Yep, at the same time, I think Toshi has been trying his best, right, to put pressure onto Zhe. But Zhe is just too strong, because the synergy with JR it feels like the reverse. JR is the one protecting Zhe. He's just shooting them down and putting them back.
Oh, the bit of, well, they do a little bit of damage. JR's going to do some chip damage. They're rolling right forward, and L limps away, and they take a free Firehawk.
Yeah, I mean, there is no I in team, right? There is literally only teamwork or no teamwork, and teamwork makes the dream work here for BSE.
Well, there is a me in team, so... Well, okay, I'm gonna see how this is gonna work out for the side of BSE, right? Because once again, they are starting on the offensive, and there's no answer from DMT.
No answer for DMT just yet, right? There is no... we haven't seen an invade from the mid lane since that early
They do have
game.
him locked up. L taking so much, he flashes away. Toshi, ooh, barely lifts us back to safety, but BSE putting the pressure on.
Yes, applying the pressure and applying it thick, and that's what they got to do, right, for BSE to kind of just make sure that they're able to sustain this early game. They don't want DMT showing anything that may throw them off.
Yeah, DMT, they have their work cut out for them because right now BSE, there's so many forms of control. Right, take a look at this. It's going to be a charge up slash. Xiang is actually surprisingly doing well against Chipangs.
Yeah, I mean, the fast rate of farm from the Orgrin, you would expect that Chipangs would be ahead of the goal, but it's not. Xiang knows how to do and gather those resources quicker.
Yeah, the repositioning by Mulan. She is a surprisingly mobile character,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, it's another one of those heroes that just kind of need a lot of love and a lot of skill, just like the Mai Yin, right? And we already know that Xiang has a great Mai Yin playstyle.
Oh, the Canada plays it brilliant, doing some work. Jiyoung, oh, barely it survives with that Heart Link. The winner is here, trying to cover the retreat. Musan King on the side, they found Toshi, they get first blood. The unending sorrow, he's going to be backing up, but they get L as well, and that's a double kill. What a great rotation by Musan King.
I don't think they're listening to Coach Kin. We said they needed to stop Musan King on the Hue-1, and it's not the case.
Yep, and L is now completely muted. Musan King is level 7. Anytime Musan King touches L, if Musan King is present in a fight, L becomes instantly useless. JR already has a 2-level advantage, and when you are behind against a farm lane such as a Lady Sun, you're not in for a fun time at all.
Not in for the fun time at all. And I mean, this is the staple part that a lot of these teams mention, right? You want to get something done before the 4 minutes, so it actually really sets up a solid team fight at this Tyrant, and they're able to take it so much easier, knowing that Musan King's just taken a double kill as well.
Yep, at this point of time, I think Freddy as well as Chipangs, they have to play, they have to make some miracle play of some sort, because I have no idea how they're supposed to enter into the backlines of BSE, get the fight in their favor, and survive the stuns coming in from Zhihong, survive the stuns coming in from Mushan as well. And all in all, while that is happening, JR is rolling around the ground, shooting you with all the bullets in the world.
Yeah, and he's helping himself to Musan King's jungle as well, right? Because he's ahead of the goal. He's like, hey, you can take this rotation, this little bit of buffet for now, just to get you a little bit further ahead of Toshi. And he is level 7 to his level 6. He's now level 8 as well. He just hit level 8, and Toshi's still on level 6.
Yep, it's a tough situation. They're going to try again.
They're going to try the burst rather. Trevor Smash knocking him up. The unending sorrow mitigating most of this one. Jihong sitting in the damage, but it looks like they want to turn this. The rolling right by board. They get a Sitpangs. Musan King with yet another. Make it a double. And they want to go for more. The Blazing Brilliance, but Gerald J goes in. Not scared. Gets that pick off. And it looks like a 3-for-0 and this mid T1.
3-0 for BSE at 5 minutes in the T1 in the mid lane. This is not what DMT should be doing.
Yeah, but look at the timing of BSE fights, right? They always time it to a T, because when they win the team fight, there's a wave of minions marching in. They can get the turrets and all the trades that are coming in. BSE super rich, 5,000 gold ahead.
5,000 gold ahead. They take the T1 up into the Clash lane as well. There's a bit of fight here. Maybe just brewing up just to try and sort of mitigate this wave into the mid lane. They try again for the Clash lane.
Yep, and right now, a level 10 Musan King, he has eyes on everyone. Nobody's safe from this pressure. And with the combination of Zhe jumping in and getting the immobilization as well, it's really hard for DMT to play because it's so disruptive going in against the likes of BSE. And this is not even a full lineup.
No, not even a full lineup, right? They're able to take these fights so well. The Mulan is actually throwing a lot of works in the tracks, right?
Yeah, doing a ton of damage. I mean, Xiang actually has a huge level differential against Chipangs. Chipangs has just hit level 8, so he's going to be 1 level behind. But Xiang has created that. They've got the mid T2. They're forcing it down in BSE with a huge lead at this point.
Yeah, no kills going over to DMT. And again, like you were saying there, a whole 6k goal lead as well.
Yep, and if it was tough to kill off this Musan King, it's going to be even tougher now. Eye of the Phoenix already in the kit of Musan King. They're going to try again. Maybe? Nope.
Oh, not sure who got that one, but Freddy's looking to just run away at this point. It looks like Toshi does have the red. Musan King's got his blue, but they're continuing forward. The burst ram to safety by L. Chipeng's in a world of hurt. That's a terrible spot, but the Conductor of Souls keeping him alive just for a second, but he goes down. A bad positioning. The rest of the team was not there to back you up.
It was a wrong call again.
Yeah. Wrong call again. There's just no... I don't know what's going on with Dominator, but they don't seem as clean as yesterday. Whether it's just the fear of BSC that have already struck it into them with that 3-1 defeat, but they are not doing anything to actually catch off BSC.
I think it's pretty clear the fatigue is showing, right? I mean, they probably have not had a lot of rest here, and BSC, they're taking full advantage of this.
I mean, that's why you got to win all your games. I mean, when you have the winner record finals, you will move on. But the Blazing Brilliance just on top trying to clear the minions, but not enough. The bottom T3 has been taken out. They do a little bit of damage onto Musan King, who shrugs this one off. They focus their attention now on the mid T3, the last one standing, but they don't have minions.
Very dominant game here from BSE for now. 8 turrets, 1 neutral objective, and already DMT have no control over the map. This is getting very shaky and a very quick game.
Yeah, L now getting focused in a bad spot. The flash away. The winner is here. He's trying to stay alive, not able to tremor smash the safety. He's been picked off. BSE sieging your base. The base is open with that T3 mid about to be taken out. The minions are slowly starting to run, and there's a reason why this is one of the best teams in the world because of how much control they have. They're going to look to go in for this one final push. The Blazing Brilliance, the winner is here trying to contend. It's 4 versus 5, but Freddy, not enough. Chipeng's is going to be down for the count. Xiang does die in return. It looks like Freddy does finally fall in the end. Toshi's been killed. Jurl and L looking to go for this one, but a double kill by JR. The base again is being knocked down. BSE are looking to take this with game 3.
Wow, every game gets quicker with BSE. Is the next one going to be a 5-minute game? I mean, if DMT don't make the right adjustments, I feel like it's going to be.
Yep, you know what? We were expecting a different kind of cheer coming in today, and BSE, they are coming in strong. They're feeling so unstoppable at this point. 3-0, I mean, okay, if they really make it at a 4-0 scoreline, it is going to be the first of its kind.
I mean, you're looking at these player cams, right? Black Shrew Esports are not showing any kind of pressure. They are literally calm, cool as a cucumber.
I mean, they're just controlling the game, right?
Yeah.
They're playing BSE style. Dominator Esports are kind of like, they're almost like panicking. They're not playing the way that we've seen Dominator Esports. They have not done a good job in that early game kind of converting into that mid.
Yeah, I think end of the day, it is a mixture of fatigue, a mixture of stress, a mixture of just unable to find that synergy with the teammates, right? The comms have not been clean at all. You could see so many things happening at the same time. Chipeng's, I felt that was a great position for a good catch as well. He had the depth precipice, he had the path of passing ready for the team. Conductor, so it's in the middle of 4 different people on the side of BSE, but nobody else was willing to dive in as well.
Yeah, nobody else. I mean, they need to exhaust this Liempo, right? This Liempo is not doing what L wanted to do. Again, I thought we was going to see the Mode 2 come through and just give a little bit of breathing space for L. Try and set up some of those team fights, but still, they are committing to the Liempo and it's not working.
I mean, it seems like the Zhangfei ban has really kind of thrown this team off. They really don't know where to put L. They've kind of gone back to the well 3 times with Liempo. Not great results, but the biggest issue, in my opinion, is the Yuan. I think you have to ban it at this point.
Okay, I will give you my opinions on what could be a replacement for the Liempo, but I think we have to take a look at the highlights because this game has been too clean from the side of BSE. Let's take a look.
Hi everyone, I'm Yuhan, and I'm the official 2024 HOK Championship Observer. The tournament highlight of the day is here. 3, 2, 1, showtime!
So this is the highlight from Game 3 between BSE and DMT. And again, another clean game. We saw a little bit of a fritter here into the early team part of the game. And it still went into the favor of BSE. Musan King picking up that double kill, right? Just really kind of not achieving the hopes that we had for DMT from stopping Musan King.
Okay, so many winning conditions for the side of BSE. Number one, the fact that Dia with the heals come in, and it's always a bait, right? They always manage to get JR down to such a low health and DMT feels, you know what, this is the kill for us, they're gonna dive all in, and once they go in, Zhe comes in with the heals, suddenly Zihong appears, comes in with the Frigid Prison, Musang King comes in with the Mournful Temple, stun after stun, and they get the kill, they get the damage because JR is free roaming once again.
Yeah, but you saw how Sepengs was all the way out in the front. The rest of Dominator were nowhere near even close to being able to support you. You were just in a bad spot. What are you trying to do? I know you have Conductor of Souls. You think you have a chance, but that's a bad spot to be in.
Yep, and if that's not tough enough, take a look at the damage that Xiang was taking here. CC immune, he was soaking so much. I was so surprised he did not, even get down to half his health. I mean, he did die at the end, but it took so much effort.
Yeah, I mean, it's all down to the optimization, right? Taking away that fatal damage for the Mulan. But if BSE can do this with a fresh new pick, being super duper fast in that game 3, I don't know what's in store for game 4 for DMT, but whatever it is, it needs to start in the BP, right?
Okay, right now I really feel, a bit of pity for this side of the production because every single player is MVP worthy. Right,
yeah,
so who are we gonna pick? My personal choice, I like Zhe a lot. His gameplay on this Didia has been phenomenal.
Yes, phenomenal. But who is it gonna be? Maybe Musang King?
Of course, it's the King.
The King himself, 5-0 and 6. The double kills coming left, right, and center, really just toppling that early game because this was the thing we were saying in the draft. DMT need to focus Musang King. They need to just kind of deter him out of his own jungle, take him out of his comfort zone, but they don't want to take the King out of his castle.
I mean, it's definitely this Yuhan. You have to just take it away. I mean, Musang King has so many heroes that you need to worry about.
Yep.
But the Yuhan, it's a whole playstyle, it's a trap. Everything about it is just so restricting for Dominator Esports. They can't get anything going because of the fact that he's always in the front, sustaining all that damage.
Yeah, soaking all the damage, and I mean, it's not going to stop him there, but like, players like Dao Dao, players like Musang King, they absolutely thrive on this Huan. And if you want to have any chance of winning, you need to ban it out. I even think that taking like the Dharma, so rather than banning the Dharma, banning the Huan could actually be a lot more fruitful for DMT.
I think it's going to be a lot of problems, right? One of the things I want to highlight for the side of Zhe is the fact of his itemization, the Crimson Shadow into the Radiance. For some games, you feel like, hey, maybe this lineup isn't as tanky. You would have gone for Redemption. He actually went for the Crimson Shadow instead into Radiance. So they were so confident about winning the fights, he said, I'm not going to provide you with shields, I'm going to provide you with the slows, and we'll get the kills. And boy, they did get so many.
I mean, they just got everything. They got all the kills, they got everything, all the neutrals, everything that you could really want for. I mean, Dominator Esports, I felt like this draft was a little bit better, but again, the Lian Po, a little underwhelming, really not able to find his groove. L has kind of had a bit of a rough start in these first 3 games, but going into this one, I think that, checking out this gold graph, it was pretty much all BSE.
Yeah, all BSE, but I want to go and visit back on that point of the Orgrin up into Clash Lane. You were very excited for it, Ken. I was not, because I've seen it on Blacklist, I've seen it now on DMT. I don't think the Orgrin, without the likes of maybe like a Dune or a Kaiser, as well as the Lianpo or even the Zhongfei, you need to have another solid front line. So you're able to kind of be like, hey, I'm focusing my Clash Lane, I'm going to get my items up, and then I can help you into these team fights. But without